The dialogue I went to was The Colors of the Wind and Dialogue on Interracial Dating. Um, I feel my group achieved true dialogue because many people were talking about their experiences, not really just kind of general how other people would view it, but actually had personal experiences to enrich the group dialogue, which was really good, which made it much better than what it could have been. Um, the things that I observed while I was in the group were active voices. There were everyone. A lot of people spoke up, said a couple things, but there were mainly like probably about 4 people that really kind of controlled the group, which is not really a good thing to go for, but at the same time, you can't really help it because there's always going to be those kind of people that do that. And there definitely were more reserved voices, kind of like people maybe said one thing, or some people didn't really say anything at all. What role that I played? I talked about my experiences, just personally me, because I've never had an interracial, I've never had an interracial relationship, so it's not like I had anything personal going towards it, just kind of like my views overall. So I just kind of said those, which were, I don't know, like, I'm all for the idea, but me personally, I don't know if I'd go for it. And then, why do I think this dialogue is a component of CU 1000? I think it's that because trying to get us to all branch out, and we're all one people, and, color doesn't matter, we're still all humans. DC dialogue. Dialogue is a useful tool in the university experience, because the more you open up, the more you get to know other people, the more other people get to know you, the better your experience is, and the easier it will be. I think one great thing about this dialogue was we were watching videos about how people react to actors. One was white, one was black, and they were dating. And then the dad, who was also an actor, comes in and was just like, hey, no, this isn't going to happen. And they're in a diner on hidden cameras, so people were just like, what is going on? And some people were like, hey, you can't do this, which was good, they were standing up for it. But then there's a couple people that are like, I'm all for you, Dad, like, you can't let this happen. Colored people need to stick with colored people, white people need to stick with white people, that kind of thing. And that was kind of like, whoa, like a shock to see. But then at the same time, there are people out there that think like that, so, but it was good to kind of see that. And then the group went back and talked about it, and it was good to see the majority of the group was just like, yeah, that's not good, you can't be thinking like that. And what was one thing good that we were talking about it, because like the question came up later about, hey, would you be in an interracial relationship? And some people said yes, some people said no, but the people that said yes were just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Color doesn't really care to me, which is a good point. But then also people that said no, they wouldn't, which also brings up a good point, was saying that like some people, you're not going to date people that you don't want to be with. So say you're not attracted to people of other color, so you wouldn't date with them. Which is okay, because they're saying that like, yeah, we'll still be friends with them, but we wouldn't necessarily date them, which I think is great, because we're all at that age where we don't really need to just look for we're at that point where we're searching for deeper people to spend longer relationships, so there's no reason just to go for like attractions or anything like that. And for me personally, I was saying, yeah, I don't know if I would be like that to date another race, but I don't know. I've never dated someone from another race, so I can't really say. And I think one of the last things that was good about our group was that people overall were just like, yeah, we're all one people, like, it doesn't matter, like, we'll go open up to anybody. Just because we don't want to date them doesn't mean that we don't like them, and we don't think that you should date only your race, which was awesome to see.